Welcome back to Deep Speak with Brother Sadiq. Today we will be talking about the stage of my progression from age 23 to 32. So when I was 23, oh, sorry, greetings, peace, blessings, love, light. Thank you all for being here. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Anyway, when I was 23, I married my first wife, and I had my first son, and I became a Muslim. And in fact, this is kind of touchy to talk about because there are other people involved. So in fact, I won't talk much about that. Um, this is what I will say. I will say that between the age of 23, well, actually from 19, the age of 19 until I was, just about 26, I was with my first wife, and we had two sons. And so from 26 to 32, I was with my second wife, and we had two sons. So I'm the father of four boys, um, two divorces. I won't go into the details of that. I will say it was my fault. I will accept the responsibility of that, both of those situations. And we will leave that at that because there are other people's personal business involved in that. So I won't go any further with that. But what I can tell you is between 23 and 32, I did learn a lot. I learned a lot about black people, right? I learned a lot about the different beliefs that we have. We have such a varied spiritual and religious background that it can be stifling to try and understand all the perspectives. And then in some ways you will see where they all, well, not they all, but a lot of them will run together. Similarities, things that are shared. But what I will say that I noticed most is that when black people are involved in a religion, whatever the religion, when they are sincere to the religion, they seem to pull out of the religion uh, that which was supposed to be there spiritually anyway. So the reason I'm saying this is because I have lived the life of three different religious communities. And so when I say that, it's not because I have believed that there are three different gods. It's all the same. But what I'm saying is that our beliefs are so varied because of our history, our background in this country, right? Um, when you take a people from a place, whether there's an argument that a fair majority of us are native to this land, and then you take those who are from Africa, from the continent of Africa, and then you mix them, and you confuse who they are. They don't know who they are, and that is the issue with our people. We don't know a true history. We have no solid connection that is certified that we can truly stand on. And I'm not saying that there are not traditions that have not sustained from historical times until now. What I am saying is there's not a general consensus of what is true. And so with that being the reality, you have the diaspora of religions as you have the diaspora of African peoples, right? And so what I'm recognizing though from all of that is that the spiritual aspect is what empowers whatever religion it is. And so when we as Black people take on that spiritual aspect, we tend to gain the values and the benefits of of that practice, whatever the practice. This is just from my research, so it seems, you know, the most dedicated, some of, you know, the most revered in some of the historical times and references. But the point being, history, right? History, slavery, you know, all of that, the ugly stuff, you know, stuff we don't want to talk about, we don't want to look at. But the fact of the matter is, you know, historically we know that the white people in America gained the land. They gained the financial wealth from slavery. And that is, you know, kind of inarguable. Some, you know, might not understand the amount of wealth that was gained. But imagine this. Imagine I own a McDonald's and I have 50 workers who will work for me free for 5 years. I can rotate the shifts and keep that place running 24 hours. I have 50 workers who I don't have to pay. I don't have to, you know, you understand. You have 50 workers who will work for you for free. And all of the benefit of working would accrue only to me. And over the 5 years with those 50 people working for me for free, I would surely be a millionaire. So imagine 400 years and millions of people of free labor. There you are. Not to knock white people, so this is not that at all. There is an education here for both white and Black people because we are all here. So what I am saying is that there was a benefit to white people through slavery, and there is also a benefit to the Black people, you know, through slavery, you know, and this may get some, what did he say? But just listen for a second. There is a spiritual wealth. There is a spiritual wealth that is imbued to all of us due to the history of this country. And if we enact it, you know, if we enact it, if we utilize it, if we internalize it and allow for the indwelling ireta to activate that which is born in you. You know, we are all naturally created with some gifts. And so that is part of your personal purpose for being here. And recognizing that and nurturing that and understanding that is very, very valuable. So recognize that slavery was, of course, a terrible, you know, we don't have to go there. We know that. You know, I could tell you some stories and some details and, you know, of history that, you know, could turn your stomach, but that ain't really what the point of this is. The point is to show you that there were benefits that were gained, blessings that were gained from the history of this country. You have access to spiritual power and wealth that is beyond 50 employees working for 5 years for free. So accept that, recognize that, you know, take that in, utilize it, and become empowered. You know, there is an invincibility in doing what you know you are in harmony. When you are in harmony with what is right, okay, it is easy, much easier to do and to feel empowered because you are in balance with what the Creator put you here for. So that is the message for the day. And I hope someone gets value from it. And that is what I learned in those years between the age of 23 and 32. These were merry years. I had two beautiful sons with my first wife, and I had two beautiful sons with my second wife. And I am going to end this video. So I appreciate you being here. Love, light, blessings, bounty, peace. And I hope you take this video to heart and just meditate on that thought a minute. All is well. Peace and blessings.